For the Spotify listeners or Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcast listeners,
wherever you get your podcasts. Shout out Google Podcasts.
Yeah. Do we have anyone that listens on that? Never mind. For any of those people, audio only people, you may not notice, but we are currently matching more than we have ever matched in our entire lives.
Just clocked it on the monitor, like the t-shirt for sure, but the pants as well. Both wearing great pants. For those on audio only, we're not going to tell you what we're wearing t-shirt wise.
We're not going to tell them.
Just have a couple of seconds to guess. I want you to, as you're listening, say it out loud. We'll be silent for a couple of seconds. I want you to physically say out loud what you think we're wearing right now.
Yep.
If you guessed brand new merch from our upcoming merch drop for our 100th episode, you'd be right. Yep,
you'd be right.
Looks good.
It looks
happy with it.
Beautiful.
I'm going to go up to the camera. Sorry about the crotch shot. G'day and welcome. I don't know if I've ever said g'day at that part of the show before, but g'day and welcome.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done that either.
No, and it seems more on brand for you.
Yeah. Anyway.
G'day and welcome to episode number 99.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Fine leg to full forward. Mate, you're looking real good in your grey pants. I mean, your fine leg to full forward t-shirt.
Thanks, mate. You too.
It's going to be, I'm very excited to have these available for you guys, the listeners.
Limited.
Very limited. But don't let that deter you.
Yeah.
Just be there first. There should be plenty available for those who want to buy the 100th episode.
Yep.
Which is not too far away.
It's literally, is it 3 weeks?
Well, it's the next episode. Yeah, it is 3 weeks. It's Saturday, the 9th of September at 2 p.m.
Yep.
We'll keep plastering your Instagram feed and your TikTok feed with all the information,
and this episode,
there's going to be a lot of that because it's the last chance we get to tell you before it actually happens. But how are we feeling about it?
Still, pretty nervous.
Yep.
To make sure everything's ironed out.
It's all in the lead up, isn't it? Like the actual day itself, the actual recording of the podcast is actually going to be so much fun. I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But nervous about
everything beforehand.
Yeah.
Yep. And making sure everything's right. And I feel like no matter how much we prep, it'll get to, that day before, and we're still going to be like, not sure if everything's going to go to plan because it's a live event.
It is
different. We've never done that before, so anything could happen. But all the more reason to come along.
I'm actually nervous about my podcast voice. I don't know if it's going to translate across. To a live show. The
smooth podcast voice. You're going to feel weird in front of a live audience, being like, "Yeah, I don't know about."
Yeah, that's definitely how I talk on this show. But yeah, a mate of mine said, listened to it the first time the other day, and he said it was buttery audio.
Wow.
Which I think was a compliment.
I think so too.
Taking it. I'm absolutely taking it.
Mate, you would have got plenty of compliments yesterday, I'm assuming. It was your birthday, so happy birthday, mate.
Thank you.
On the pod.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, first episode as a 28-year-old.
As a 28-year-old.
I'm now the 28-year-old male.
Is that a thing?
Is it a
meme?
Instagram account.
Okay, right.
Yeah, but no, I woke up with a sore back
on your birthday.
On the morning of my birthday.
Yeah, nice.
So I feel every bit a year older.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Age is just a number, but if you wake up on that day with a sore back, it's just a number, but it also feels.
You're only as old as you feel.
Yep.
I feel 82.
We did we did have a good weekend. We spent a bit of it together.
We did, yeah.
We went out on Saturday night, which was good.
Yeah. Had a few beers.
A few
Well,
beers.
you had a few lemon lime bitters.
I did.
Yeah.
Had a big. I usually get the pints now.
The pints of LLB.
Yeah, I go hard.
Fuck, mate. How'd you head the next morning?
I know.
That's massive. What?
Yeah, but no, it was a good weekend, mate. It was good to spend it with you. We also did something else. We put out the hard rubbish.
We did. Yep. Organised the garage.
Yeah.
Shout out Tash as well for helping that. Organise the garage.
Not the first time since Tash has moved in that many of our problems have been.
I don't know if we've actually ever mentioned this on the show, but there was so many things where, when she moved in, it was like, oh, why do we do this way? We're like, oh, it's just.
We just did it just cause.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like, no, that's just like, because of this is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, well, why don't we try this? Like, oh yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
And then we realised we were fucking morons.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the morons out there. This one's for you.
I mean, I was proud of myself and ourselves for actually remembering that hard rubbish was.
We were so responsible. We looked it up.
Yes, but the only reason that we looked it up is because the sandwich press, my sandwich press downstairs, carked itself. We were like, oh shit! Like you knew how to back up. So beautiful. This is a beautiful example of having to. We had an episode ages ago of having, multiple, toasters, sandwich presses, shit like that. This is the perfect situation. The washing machine was the same. One's carked it, just wheel the other one in.
Yep.
But it reminded me, I was like, oh, this is carked it. I'm going to throw this in. Hard rubbish.
Yeah.
We checked it, and it was literally this weekend. And so, I mean, the sandwich press died, but I think it was a worthy sacrifice because it reminded us.
It's let us know, it's absolutely sacrifice. It's sacrifice itself.
Yep. The sandwich press that we deserved, not the sandwich press that we needed, but anyway.
Not the sandwich press we need right now, but the sandwich press we deserve.
Yes.
Is that the
Dark Knight quote?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't convince you to come on down to the live show, I don't know what will. Just in case you've forgotten, because it has been a couple minutes since we mentioned it. 9th of September, 2 p.m. in Cremorne, Richmond. It's the same postcode. Close enough. Near enough. Close enough. 100th episode live show.
For now.
There or be square.
Oh, be there or be square?
Yeah. Be there or be square for now, apparently. Is that what you're getting at?
No, I was going to say.
Look at our new T-shirts. Is that what you're going to say?
I was going to get into Run It Back.
I know you were. That's why I kept going and interrupted you so you couldn't say it. These T-shirts will be available for you to purchase so you can look as good as we do right now. Well, as good as Ashton does. Yeah. Let's run it back. So, running it back, round 22, according to you. Let me get up the old Instagram story archives because that's where all of the submissions are now sitting. There we go. All right, round 22, according to you, to kick off Run It Back. First one here, and prepare yourself, mate.
Okay.
This one just says cunners.
Is there a crying emoji?
There is a crying emoji, yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. I was at the game.
You were at the game.
It was he was very close to kicking pretty much the winning goal too. Right near the end. But look, he still had a bloody good game. A couple goals, 24, 25 touches, and
well, he kicked a goal early on, didn't he?
Early on.
He kicked two early on?
No, one early on, and then one right at the end.
Yeah, right.
No, I was happy that I was there, and we obviously waited around and saw him got chaired off and everything like that. So.
I did see that, a nice moment. His teammates, obviously, seemed to be the mates he was closest with.
Yeah.
Went up, and not only was he being chaired off, but they were carrying his kids as well. That's a moment they'll remember for a long, long time. So that was really nice. Is this retiring class going to be the best retiring class for a little while?
Like this
this batch of retirees. Yeah, class isn't quite. Retiring class of 2023. Is that a thing?
Who else?
It started with Franklin.
Yep.
But then we've had Cochin's retired. Jack Rewalt announced his retirement today.
Yep.
Cunners. You've got who else is there?
Zeebel's going.
Zeebel's retired. Aaron Hall.
Hall has
three of your best players are retiring.
Yeah, no.
Your three best players or three of your best players?
Three of.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you still got Cheezel.
Yep.
Who else is there?
I'm pretty sure we've missed some
We've definitely missed some people. It's almost like we're not a footy podcast. So I'll swiftly move on. A couple here I will lump together because they're referring to the same thing.
Yep.
We love the Saints.
We do.
I think we can all
agree on that.
We can absolutely all agree on that. And the next one says, St Kilda perfectly setting me up for disappointment and sadness in 2 weeks' time.
Is that Ryan? Is it?
It is. How did you know that?
Shout out, Riz.
I don't know. So the Saints have the Cats next week, and I don't back us to beat the Saints.
Where are you guys at the 11th or
11th, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to win both games.
I think so. And I think we might. I don't know if we need other results to go our way or not.
Okay.
Because the 2 games that we've got left, we're playing teams that are also in that log
in that same area.
So I don't know, but tough ass. But the Saints, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We love them though. We love them. This one here says, swans stay afloat as the sun sets.
Poetic.
Very poetic. And a little sun emoji, a little sunset
with a little sunset as well.
Yeah, a little sunset emoji.
Jeez, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So the Swans jumped into the 8.
With the win.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
they've come from the clouds.
Speaking of coming from the clouds, 8 in a row now for the hashtag flaggers.
The flaggers.
This one here says Caleb Marchbank is the best player of all time.
Is that Baz?
No, it's not.
Okay,
it's not. Okay. But that was a very close game.
Yeah.
Very close game.
Much like last year, right?
Yeah, which...
okay. Right,
which we'll get to in Marmate's multi.
Yeah, sorry.
One of my legs. Don't be sorry. Don't have to be sorry. But was the... was on the big screen.
Yeah.
And was that Petrarca kick touched at the end?
I don't know, mate.
That requires having an opinion.
It does. It definitely requires having...
You're doing the panic sip of water.
I'm just thirsty. I don't know what you're talking
about. Bullshit artist. All right, and I'll lump these last 2 together as well. Actually, no, there's 3. Sorry, I'll lump these 2 together.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Bevo out.
Has he called it? Is he?
Someone's requesting it here.
Oh, okay, right.
And then this next one here says sack the dogs.
So, all of them?
So apparently all of them. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, it seems to be quite high level.
Okay. Just massive, a clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate. Yeah,
right.
Clean it all out. But they obviously lost to Hawthorn down in Tassie.
Yep.
Did you see the last 45 seconds?
No.
Let me paint you a picture.
Okay.
No. I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
Who, out of the 18 players on the ground?
Yep.
Which position?
Yep.
Would you want to take the kick in the least? So the Hawks are up by 3. The Dogs are down by 3.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yep.
And they have a kick in.
The Dogs do?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which position do you reckon is the worst to take a kick in at that point? You've got 45 seconds to get the ball from one end to the other.
Probably full forward.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right. How about?
I feel like that's not the answer you wanted to hear.
No, but it's probably more accurate. The ruckman.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So Tim English somehow ended up in the goal square.
Okay.
Taking the kick in. Ed Richards was right there. It ended up being Tim English taking it.
Didn't want to go down the wing for a mark somewhere.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
Didn't even want to kick it long. He's
a little chip kicking.
He's got no one to kick to, right?
Yep.
So he plays on, has a bounce.
Yep.
Runs away from a Hawks player, has another bounce.
Yep.
Gets into trouble, turns around towards his goal, has another bounce, and then eventually kicks it long to a 2-on-1. Then a Dogs player gets caught holding the ball, and the Hawks retained possession and ended up winning the game.
Jeez.
But yeah, there's been a lot of memes about Tim English, who's having a fucking phenomenal year, by the way.
Yeah.
It just started how he ended up in that position to take the kick
that
right
one
at the end.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this last one here says, the boundary lines at the MCG are open to interpretation.
Right.
Couple of moments involving Jeremy Cameron.
What are these?
There was a mark. Obviously, the Cats lost to the Pies on Friday night.
Yeah,
there was a mark that was paid to Jeremy Cameron. It was probably out on the full when he marked it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there was another mark in, I think, the opposite pocket, taken by Brad Close, and he's like out on the boundary line, and Jeremy Cameron runs around him. Brad Close handballs to Jeremy Cameron, who runs around and kicks the goal. The problem is he handballed it when they were both out of bounds. They were both out of bounds. He handballed it. The umpire called play on. Neither of them were in the
both
inside
of them.
The boundary.
Both of them were outside.
Yeah.
So there is no way that was inside at all. Okay, interesting. Yeah.
But I mean, what goes around comes around, right? Because Cameron had the opportunity to give the Cats the lead late in the early in the fourth. And
when there was that comeback, the slight comeback.
And he missed two sitters. So yeah. Anyway, that was round 22, according to you.
Nice.
In other news, the Matildas are through to the semi-finals.
Mate, the biggest news of the week.
Absolutely, we had to make this a thing.
Huge.
It was. We mentioned we were out on Saturday night, so when we arrived at the venue, the game was still on because obviously extra time and then the penalty shootout, the longest penalty shootout in World Cup history, men and women's.
Yep.
So 20 penalties. Australia obviously ended up winning 7-6.
Yeah.
And the Australian goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold, outstanding,
insane.
Outstanding.
Like the mental toughness to because there was so many little moments within that.
Yep.
You know, what was the penalty shootout? You know, where she saves one and then has to kick it immediately after, like take the kick immediately after that itself.
Well, yeah, but before that, the save that she made, that was the second save because the kick had to be retaken.
That's right. Yeah.
So if she saved one, it was recalled. She had to, because she'd come off her line.
Yeah, that was.
She'd had to.
Yeah.
Well, the French player had to retake it.
Yeah.
Went the same way. She saved it again. And then took the shot and had the adrenaline pumping and almost top bins. Almost top bins, but they ended up winning, didn't they?
Nerves of steel. It was insane. Like I can't even describe the atmosphere because we were at the bar, like you said, for your birthday, and we were hanging around there. The atmosphere there, and I'm assuming pretty much every bar in Australia was that exactly like that. Just that vibe. Everyone sort of so tense the entire time between every kick. It was insane. Like the pressure. Even when we rocked up, because Cammy and I rocked up a bit late, and the security guard at the front was like usually everyone checks Cammy for ID. Like everyone. We walk through, and he's like, his eyes are glued to the screen. He's just like, oh yeah, come through. He's not even looking. He's
sitting on a stool as well, wasn't he?
Sitting on a stool. Just like, okay.
Song's on, shut up.
But no, it was an insane game. And I mean, all from the scores were level. And one thing about soccer that we know that isn't the case with some other sports like footy, we have a way of going beyond extra time. There's a way of settling who is winning the game, right?
Yep.
Now, not sure if you remember, but we had an episode ages ago. I can't remember what episode number it was, but we had an episode called Scores Are Level. And it was a footy episode, and I can't even remember, honestly, what game it was based off, but it was based off a draw. A draw had just happened the week before, and we were like, all right, we'll make this episode about. We ran it back through previous games of footy that had ended in a draw.
I do remember the episode.
Yeah.
It was called Scores at Level. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
It was episode number 8.
8.
Episode number 8. It was our first ever episode with the segments as they are now. It was the first ever episode with like
run it back,
switch on, My Mates Multi.
Yeah,
the very first one. So the timing of this is a little funny.
Yeah,
as we reflect and I guess what we're going to do is compare how we used to do Run It Back to how we do it now.
Yep,
right before our 100th episode.
Yeah.
So I remember the game as well. So Hawthorn drew with Richmond.
Okay.
It was Alistair Clarkson and Sean Burgoyne's last game at Hawthorn.
Yep.
And we were like, yeah, so there was a draw. Now we're going to run it back through some other draws. And so we went through when Collingwood drew with Adelaide in 2017, when I think McGovern kicked a goal, kicked a point. I think.
Okay.
Yep. We spoke about the Saints and the Hawks drawing in 2010. We spoke about the 2010 drawn grand final.
Yep.
We love the Saints, and
we do.
Yeah, that's kind of the origin of that. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And we also spoke about when the Dogs drew with Richmond in 2008, and that's a shout out to Brownie. That was when he commented.
Was that based off that episode?
It was that episode.
Oh my
when
goodness!
He said 2 points are better than none.
Yep.
And then that started Verify Brownie.
Look how intertwined this is. This is all coming back.
It is, and it's mad to think about. Yeah, what the show used to be.
Yeah.
Again, the timing of this is crazy. Right before 100th.
Yeah.
Thinking about the Matildas penalty shootout and thinking about episode 8.
Yeah.
We've decided to do another draw episode.
Yeah.
But in the new Flittiff way. So instead of there's a draw or there was a need for penalties.
Yeah.
Let's go through some other draws or some other penalty shootouts. We're gonna do. If you've been listening for a while, you might be able to guess what we're going to do here.
Yeah.
We're going to go through different ways that the AFL
can
settle a draw.
Yep. It's us.
It's us. It's very much us. Did you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You go first, mate.
I'll go first. All right. So inspired by Lee Matthews' efforts against Essendon in round 18, 1982.
Uh-huh.
Once the game is called a draw.
Yep.
All right. Set up a little post-game game.
Mm-hmm.
The first team to break a behind post wins.
Break a behind post.
As Lee Matthews did against Essendon in 1982. So each team, so you set up at the same end, so you're all at the one set of goalposts.
Yep.
Each team lines up in front of each of the behind posts.
Okay, yeah.
And then you kind of go through as if it's like a layup line, you just go through one after the other.
Yeah.
And the first one to break the post gets the 4 points.
So not even hit it, just actually break it.
You got to break it like with your body.
Oh, sorry, you're not kicking the ball into
that's what Lee Matthews ran. Lee Matthews ran into the behind post and broke it. Did you not know that? So the first person to break the behind post, the first team that has someone break the behind post, wins. And you just if you don't break it, you just run back to the run back to the back of the line and just keep going.
Yeah,
just goes round and round until someone does.
Yeah, right.
And not only is the winner the first team that does it, but the losing team has to pay to replace the broken post.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yep,
I like it.
Cool.
I like it. Here's another way you could settle, who wins. An over-the-head handball comp.
You love an over-the-head handball.
I do love.
Shout out Pendles.
Shout out Pendles. Shout out anyone that's got eyes in the back of their heads. So very, very plain and simple. You've got your typical setup for a handball target,
right?
But you just turn your back and over
right. So you're thinking like you remember the Sunday Footy Show?
That's it. Lose. Yeah.
So you just do that over the head.
Do that over the head, mate.
So is it high score wins? Is it first to get it through the centre bit? Because the centre bit was the only part that went through, right?
That went through. Yeah. I reckon it's got to be because it's not fair if one person, the first person gets it through. It's got to be like each person has a score. Kind of what they do in the Sunday Footy Show. It's like
it's true.
one person goes and the other person goes and the other person.
Okay.
Just to you add up the tallies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the winner gets the full points.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, I've got another one for you.
Okay.
Now, this one is venue specific.
Yep.
Do you remember what happened in a Sheffield Shield game between Victoria and New South Wales in 1993?
I don't.
Does the name Simon O'Donnell mean anything to you?
Ah, okay. Yep.
So he hit a 6
Yep.
at the MCG that travelled 122 metres.
Big 6.
It was hit into the third tier, the Great Southern Stand.
Yep.
And as we know, if you've done the MCG tour, it's now marked with a yellow chair.
Is it yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I'm pretty sure.
For some reason, I always thought it was red.
No,
It's probably yellow.
that's the one at Marvel that Brad Hodge broke a chair.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Shout out the Renegades. Yeah, so it's now marked with a yellow chair.
Yep.
So in the event of a draw, and obviously I did say venue specific, so this in the event of a draw at the MCG,
Yep.
each team nominates one player.
Yep.
To try and hit that chair with a ball.
From where?
I don't know, the closest pocket.
Okay, and you got to hit that chair.
And you got to hit the chair. First to hit it wins.
Nice.
Wins the game for their team.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Might take a little while,
That's all right.
but
They'll be pretty warmed up after just playing.
yeah, it's true. No, it's good. It's good. Another one here. The best pre-game press conference wins.
Define best.
See, I think it should go to a panel, right? You've got a voting panel that assess
Right, okay, yep.
how well you've spoken, how well you've answered a question, and how well, instead of just reeling off something generic, there's a lot of thought that should go behind a press conference, and I can quite often you can tell the difference between a player that's very well articulated and someone that's got very little idea what's going on. So I feel like a player should be awarded for that. So I think the best, or it could be coach as well, the best pre-game press conference goes, so they do the press conference, it goes to a panel in the background while the game's going on, and they're assessing, they're doing their own thing while the game's going on.
Just in the event of
just
the draw.
in the event that there's a draw.
They're prepared. Yep.
They do their job anyway. They get paid for their job and everything. And in the event that there is a draw, well then,
they're all over it.
They're all over it.
So they might have actually been. So they're being paid for something that might only be needed twice a year.
Correct. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Oh, where do I apply for that? That'd be great. I've got another one for you.
Okay.
If you, and I'm asking you this, I'm pretty sure most of our listeners will be aware of this, but you live under a rock, as some of the listeners know.
Yep.
Have you heard of Gridley or Footy Grid?
No.
All right, so it's a new game, like Wordle and all those games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a.
Jeez, I haven't heard of Wordle or Hurdle in a while.
Yeah.
Actually.
What about Purdle?
What's that?
It's you got to guess the NBA player.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah.
So it's a game. There's 9 squares, and each square has its own it has 2 bits of criteria.
Oh, I've seen this in yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we have there's Gridley and there's Footy Grid. So you only get 9 guesses.
Yep.
So once you get one wrong,
you
get 100 points.
Same sort of deal though.
Yeah, you got to get the lowest score. The lowest score possible. So we just put the skippers head to head with a game of Gridley.
Nice.
Did you want to have a quick go at today's one? We won't do all of them because we don't have time. But
okay.
So you've got here. So going across the top, you've got played in the noughties, so 2000 and 2009.
Yep.
Played for Richmond, 3-time premiership player, and then down the side we've got premiership captain, Trent Cotchin teammate, and Brownlow medalist. Obviously, this one is on brand because Koch retired, so they're making that the theme of it.
Okay.
But yeah, so you've got this square, for example.
Yep.
Played in the noughties, but was a premiership captain.
Okay.
So you've got to pick a player that from history
Yep.
that meets both of those criteria.
Okay. So anyone.
Anyone, but you've got to be as niche as possible because the lowest score wins. You want to try and get the lowest percentage possible.
Right. Okay. Tom Harley?
Tom Harley for that one there? Yeah, nice. What do we reckon? What percentage do we reckon that's...
So this is like Family Feud style, is it? No, not Family Feud. Pointless. The Pointless.
Pointless, yeah, in a way it kind of is, yeah. Yeah, so 8%, that's pretty good.
Okay,
That's
cool.
pretty good. Yeah. We won't go through all that because we don't have time, but shout out Tom Harley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go through some other... I've got a couple quick ones. Ways of deciding how to
right
who wins after a draw.
Yep.
The first one, the team responsible for the least boundaries. And when I say boundaries, the throw-ins, boundary throw-ins.
What's this in reference to?
Perhaps? I don't know. Just a boundary, just boundaries in general. Boundaries.
Count back?
Like count back, yeah. Yep. Counting back boundaries, yep, potentially.
Yeah, right, okay, yep.
But yeah, I mean, each time the ball goes out, if it's off you, there'll be a throw in, but consider it, a disadvantage.
Okay. Yes, there's a whole lot more to consider there with insufficient intent.
Yeah. Keep that ball in play. Try your best.
If it's a draw, it's going to come back. Yeah,
exactly.
Nice.
Yep. And then another quick one. Whatever team had the shittier banner at the start of the game loses. Because I've seen plenty of shitty banners in my time.
Yep.
Banners that have been, like, it seems like someone's put little thought in like 5 seconds and been like, this rhymes with this. I'm going to make this right now. And I feel like, a bit of thought that goes into the banner should be rewarded.
Yep. Okay. I don't mind that. I do have one more for you, if that's okay.
Yep.
This one was inspired by a sign that I saw when we played b-ball last week.
Right.
It was checking whether the ball itself was match ready.
Okay.
There was like a chart on the wall. And it's like you drop the ball from here.
Yep.
And if it bounces up to here.
It's
match ready.
Yeah, that's right. You got to, yeah.
So we have a similar kind of chart that goes all the way up.
Right.
And again, you nominate someone, or maybe it's the captains.
Yeah.
And you've got to do, whoever does the highest umpire bounce wins the game.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And so they both... right. Okay. Yep. Cool. No, just when you said umpire bounce, I just thought the umpires...
Like centre bounce.
Yeah, the umpires aren't involved though, right?
No,
it's the players.
I just meant they bounce it like an umpire.
Yeah.
Not just like a...
Mm-hmm,
or do we just keep draws a thing?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, so getting forward, we have, 3 and a bit weeks until our live show?
Oh, yeah, sorry. We haven't plugged it in a while.
No, we didn't really get to it through Run It Back at all. Well, kind of a little bit. We mentioned about reflecting before the 100th. I think it was there. Yeah. We are going to be wearing these T-shirts and they're going to be available for you to purchase on the day because we have merch and we're going to do our first merch drop and they're going to be there for you to buy.
Should I wear jeans as well? Or
if you want.
Jeans in this?
Should we go like fully matching? Wear the same thing 2 episodes in a row.
Could do that. I don't know if you noticed, the last couple of episodes I've been wearing jeans.
I did notice.
As opposed to shorts and a singlet. Because I'm getting ready.
You're getting ready to wear outside world clothes while recording a podcast?
While a mic's in front of my face.
That's a good point. I'm really glad you're doing that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Well, getting forward, we're talking about draws, I guess, loosely, right, aren't we?
Yeah.
How much of a crowd do you reckon will draw?
To the live show?
Yeah, live show.
Yeah, it's about time we plugged it again, I think.
Yeah. Hold on, just while you're thinking about that.
Yeah.
Saturday, the 9th of September at 2 p.m. 449 Punt Road. 100th episode.
Yep, 100th episode. Can I give you a range?
You don't even have to answer it. It was just an excuse to plug the show.
Oh, okay. Then I won't answer it then.
100th episode. Saturday, the 9th of September at 2 p.m. We hope to see as many of you as we can there. There's an answer.
Switch on.
Switching on for episode 99. Because our next episode's our 100th, which is going to be a live show on Saturday, the 9th of September at 2 p.m.
Yep.
449 Punt Road. But switching on before that, right, again, we've been talking, penalties, draws, scores level, all that kind of thing. Speaking of draws, which AFL player, past or present, do you think you'd have the easiest time drawing?
Oh, that's a great question. It's got to be like something like features, very defined features, right? Like very distinct.
Yeah.
Almost like what's the easiest for a cartoonist to like pick. Max Gawn?
Yeah, okay. That's a good shout.
Yeah?
Yep.
What do you reckon?
Maybe someone else who's retiring has just popped into my head. Nick Natanui.
Oh, Nick Nat, of course.
Do the dreads.
Yes.
Or you could go the other way.
Yep.
And go even less, go almost no distinguishable features and just go as easy as possible to draw.
Ah, right, true.
Gary Ablett Jr.?
Yeah, like stock player style. Yeah.
Just as if you were going to draw me, just draw an egg.
Yeah.
In a Geelong jumper.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, apologies to Gary Ablett Jr. I mean, for stock play, I don't mean that in like a offensive way. I feel like it's more just like it's a compliment, if anything.
Is it?
I don't know.
No. I want to watch you dig yourself out of this hole. You stare down the barrel and you apologise to Gary Ablett Jr., arguably the greatest player of all time. I'm trying to have a conversation bald man to bald man.
Yeah.
You have no right being a part of this.
Okay.
So to answer my question, you said Max Gawn. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Question 2. Which AFL player do you think would take the most powerful penalty?
Ooh.
Now, there was a lady playing for England. I think they beat Colombia in penalties.
Okay.
Or no, I think she had a penalty against Colombia.
Yeah.
And she clocked the penalty that she took was clocked at a speed of 111 kilometers an hour.
Holy shit.
And I saw a clip of.
Did it go in?
It went in. It went in.
Okay.
And I saw a clip on Lad Bible or one of those pages about just getting random dudes off the street who kind of looked athletic and getting them to try it. And the closest any of them got was 97 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. Nuts.
Who do you reckon in the AFL would take the most powerful penalty?
Quick shout out to Mary Fowler. Did you see her penalty as well?
I did see her penalty.
Bullet.
That was a fucking bullet and a half.
I don't know if that was 111 kilometers per hour, but it was quick.
I'd be interested to see the speed on that. There were so many good penalties. I don't think there was any that were top bins.
Yeah.
But there was certainly some that were side netting. Side netting the keeper's not fucking reaching.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question again?
Which AFL player do you think would take the most powerful penalty?
Oh. I'm just going based off who's got the longest kick, because I feel like that you need a lot of power to make it that far.
That's a good point.
From beyond 50, so I'll go, I don't know, Jeremy Cameron. Very stock standard, boring answer, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What do you reckon?
I actually didn't put any thought into it.
Oh.
I was thinking, who the fuck's got a long kick? No, I don't want to say another Geelong player. I'm going to say no one because I don't want to. Nah, I'm thinking because I think you're right about the long kick.
Oh, I changed my answer.
Cool. Okay, I'll say Zach Tui then.
Okay. Oh yes, that's a great answer. I'll change it to Archie Perkins from the Bombers because that's Cammy's favourite player, and he actually won the game for him on the weekend.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Very long kick.
Cool. All right. Well, they were my switch.
Your two questions. My question 1. This is a bit of a throwback. All right. We're talking about penalties.
Yeah.
In the AFL. kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Which of these people would you most trust in an around-the-world style goal-kicking shootout to settle a game? Right? So around the world.
Yeah, okay.
So, pocket, 50, something like that.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Which of these people? A, Jake Peralta.
Right.
B, Rosa Diaz. C, Terry Jeffords.
Because episode 99, so Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine characters.
Awesome. Yep.
D, Gina Linetti. E, Charles Boyle. F, Raymond Holt. Which of those characters would you most trust?
Am I brave enough to pick F?
Oh, this is like, there's no correct answer, obviously.
Well, I think most people's first thoughts would be Terry Jeffords.
Yep.
Just because of how athletic the man is.
Yep.
Having said that, I'm going to go Charles Boyle.
Really?
Well, he's like, I can remember from the show pretty clearly, like when Terry tried yoga.
Yep.
And he hurt his back and Charles was carrying him. Like he just randomly.
Just carrying him.
He was randomly good athletics-wise.
Yeah, just what a unit.
Yeah, so because he can carry Terry Crews.
Yep.
I'll say he's going to be pretty good at an around-the-world style goal-kicking shootout.
Nice.
Who would you say?
Probably Captain Holt. Just calm under pressure, I reckon.
That's fair. I also don't like that you've used the word shootout and then listed some cops.
I did not think that through. I'm going to swiftly move on to question 2. God. Oh, gosh.
Shit, that's funny as.
Question 2. Which of these would be your least favourite way of getting out on 99? Right? A, being burnt by your partner. B, getting caught down the leg side. C, hit wicket. Or D, getting stumped when not paying attention.
What's that in reference to? I mean, I'd be rapt to get to 99, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
any of them,
yeah. Now, let's say. Well, yeah, I'm going to say stump when not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're burnt by your partner. It's not your fault. You can say, you can put it on someone else. Like, you robbed me of a century.
Yes. And you can continue to say that for the rest of your career.
For the rest of your career.
Yeah.
Getting caught down the leg side. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hit wicket. You're like, yeah, you didn't get me out. I got myself out. But then that's the same with the stumbling.
But I feel like hit wicket, I agree, but I think hit wicket could be like, some super ferocious fast bowling and you've backed away and you've got out that way. And I'm like, if that's the case, then fair play. Like, you've got me out.
True. Yeah, good point. Yeah, sorry, at our level, it's never that. It's always, if you hit your wicket, it's because you're an idiot. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to go stump when not paying attention.
Cool.
But then I want to be able to complain about it.
Oh, right.
About the rules.
About the rules. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Cool,
you can do that.
Yeah, awesome.
And my final question 3. Finish the lyric from Jay-Z's 99 Problems. All right?
Hold on, there's... Okay.
Right, so I
was just scanning for a word.
3 bars, and then I've left the 4th bar blank, and then you've got 3 options, right? So the song goes, the year's 94 and my trunk is raw. In my rear view mirror is the motherfucking law. Got 2 choices, yo, pull over the car, or... Now, is the final line, A, put the pedal to the metal while I'm settling the score. Or is it B, bounce on the devil, push the pedal to the floor. Or is it C, just stomp on the gas while I flash to the 4.
Right, okay. Shout out Jay-Z. Are they lyrics in the song, just in different parts of the song, or have you just made them up?
I just made 2 of them up.
Right, okay. Well, shout out to you for making them rhyme. Also, I heard that choke on rear view mirror.
Yeah, fuck.
You choked on reading from the screen over there.
Yep.
Shout out Ravenous. We're all off the album.
We're all off it, including me.
I think it's one of the top two. I feel like I can hear them.
Okay.
But then I've just realised that I've just disregarded C. Am I not brave enough to pick C? You bastard. What's the 4? I don't. Yeah. I'm gonna go B. Bounce on the devil. Push the pedal to the floor.
You would be correct, my friend.
Oh yeah. See, you look at me. You go, yeah. That man knows Jay-Z, and I've just proved everyone right.
Money!
Alrighty, time for my mates. Multi, I was waiting to see if you'd jump in this week.
No, well, I'm not going to interrupt you this week.
Okay,
that was a one-time thing.
A once-off.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe.
My legs for this week. No, sorry. My legs from last week.
Yes.
Yes.
We've done this before.
Leg 1. When we take the train to the footy this weekend, the footy fan that's closest to the front of the train on our carriage will be wearing North merch. So it was a very packed train, and so we're both sort of standing, and we couldn't really see who was there.
Mm.
But I saw a few Bombers fans around, and then I saw a blue hoodie right near the front, and I was like, "There you go!" Like, I literally looked at the camera. I was like, "I told you, babe. Like, we may not have the numbers, but we're there when it counts." And then we got off the train, and the person in the blue hoodie turns around. It's just a generic blue hoodie, and they've actually got a Bombers scarf on as well. And she would not stop laughing the entire way from Southern Cross all the way to Marvel. So, yeah, good times. So that leg didn't get up. So no. So leg 2. You will not throw up at any point this weekend. So I wasn't there for the entire night. You got home at a very late hour. Did you throw up at all?
No.
Awesome. So I get 1.
That got up, yeah.
Cool. 1 from 2. And leg 3. One of us will hit a bank shot this week. No, I don't think so. You hit that. There was a 3 that bounced off the rim and went straight up, and then
yeah. Didn't you had a floater? Didn't that go off the backboard?
Now's swish, and it was the worst floater I've ever taken in my life. It looked disgusting, and it was somehow swish. But more importantly, I hit for the first time in my entire basketball career. I hit 2 from 2 free throws.
You did.
I've never done that ever in my life. So just a proud moment.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Round of applause for Ashwin Ravindran for hitting his free throws. Please don't applaud for me for missing an open layup. My legs from last week. I will hear the Collingwood chant more than twice on Friday night at the G.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it more than twice before halftime.
Yeah, okay.
So that got up. The Melbourne-Carlton margin will be as close, if not closer, than their round 22 clash last year. Last year it was 4 points, and that game was also 4 points. So
crazy.
That got up. And then leg 3, I said we will see at least one umbrella throughout the coverage of the WA Derby. I don't think so. I quickly opened up the match replay.
Okay.
And just scrolled through random points, and it didn't look to be raining, so I didn't bother looking.
Yep. No, that's fair.
So I'm going to go no, but I got 2 out of 3.
Nice.
Now, our legs for this week don't exist.
I guess they don't.
We've chopped them off.
Chopped them off?
We got no legs. There is a reason for that, and it's because we are doing our 100th live show in a few weeks, Saturday the 9th of September at 2 p.m.
Yep.
But keep an eye out on the old Instagram page, because we will, between now and then, I reckon we'll be posting, we'll be giving you, the listeners, the opportunity to share your multis.
Nice.
For the finals.
We've never done that before, I don't think.
We've never done that before. And I reckon we'll go through some at the live show. We'll go through some of our favourites at the 100th episode.
Yep.
And then when the season's all done and dusted, I reckon we'll go through them later.
Nice.
So keep an eye out on the gram. We want you to submit your multis. You know how the show works. Make them as niche as possible. And yes, we'll see if you can get more than 1 out of 3 like we usually do. So that's going to do it for a couple of weeks. That is 99 done.
99 not out.
We're 99 not out.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of weeks before the live show, I guess, despite seeing this all over Instagram and TikTok, we'll make this our last chance to let you know. Saturday, the 9th of September.
Yep.
At 2 p.m, 449 Punt Road. There's going to be merch available. There's going to be prizes. It's free entry. Come on down. Come say good day. Even if it's just for a little bit, we'd fucking love to see you all there.
We definitely would.
Anything else I've missed there? I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to get as much info as we can before we end the show.
It's crazy because it's about 3 weeks away, but also it's going to be literally, it's going to feel like tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you're in India for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So,
then we're getting stuck into it right as you come back. Eh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So enjoy India.
Thanks, mate.
We'll see you on Saturday, the 9th of September at 2 p.m. at 449 Punt Road. There's going to be merch available, very limited merch, but we're repping it right now to showcase it. Looks really good on this man here. There's going to be some prizes, free entry. Come on down, say good day. Ashton is going to say this.
Keep kicking goals.